Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi kids, welcome back again with me, Miss Dewi. We're gonna learn in our third term in English. We're gonna talk about out and about. In this part 2, we're gonna learn about noun, singular, and plural. Okay, let's take a look. When we identify a singular noun, what is a singular noun? This is a noun that refers to only one. Could be person, place, or thing. Such example, a horse. What is it? A dog. A sheep. A woman. A man. A kid. A child. A car. Now, when we'll talk about plural noun, what is it plural noun? This is a noun that indicates that there is more than one of that noun. It could be person, place, or thing. And plural noun we can divide into two. First, the regular plural noun. This is, and then the second is irregular plural noun. Let's learn one by one. What is regular? Regular plural noun is when you add the s or es on the word of single noun. And then the irregular one is when the word change into different word. So in this irregular, we need to remember the thought. So let's practice. Now we talk about regular plural noun. This is when one ball and change a lot, it become balls. A boy change a lot, they call boys. A horse, if there's more than one, becoming horses. So we add the word s behind the regular. That's for the regular. Look at the example. Cow, it changed into cows if more than one. Tiger, change into tigers. Bear, change into bears. Camel, change into camels. And now, the irregular plural noun. This is what we need to remember. It could be a man, if single, change into man. A woman, change into woman. A person, if it's a lot, could be people. Teeth, change if it's more than one. Tooth, becoming teeth. And then a child, if it's more than one, becoming children. A mouse, not becoming mouses, it change into mice if it's more than one. Ox, if more than one, change into oxen. So there's no oxes or ox. We change into oxes. A foot, we change into feet if it's more than one. A goose, not become gooses, but it change into geese. We will learn bit by bit. Now let's identify what is on the picture. If one, we call it a child. More than one, we call it children. What about this? A person. If they're gathering more than one, we call it people. Very good. Now, what is this? If only one, we call it woman. If it's more than one, we call it woman. Now, what about deer? This is a deer. If it's more than one, what we call deer. So, for deer especially, we need to remember a deer, if it's one or plural or singular, it's still the same deer. What about this? We already learned before. Tooth, we change into teeth. Okay. What about this? In one thing, we call it leaf. If it's more than one, we call it leaves. We change F into V. Remember that. Knife, change into knives. So we add S on it. What about this? Hey, remember? What is this? Octopus. More than one octopus. This is very interesting. Called octopi. Cute, right? Remember that one? Octopi. And a sheep. How it turned into plural? Yes, it's just like the same with deer. So when a deer changed into deer, a sheep also changed into sheep. What about this? What is this? Good. A wolf. It's going to change into wolves. Now let's learn again. This is an aircraft. More than one, we call aircraft. Okay, so single and plural have the same form. This is goose. Change into a geese. Very good. A foot. Change into feet. Very well. What about this? One shingle we call a mouse. And more than one we call mice. What about this? An ox. Change into oxen. Very well. Now let's practice about singular and plural noun. There are two blah 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 in the kitchen. What is this? Mouse. Mouse. More than one. So we call it mice. Very good. Daisy has three. What is it? Cats. Or you can say kittens. You have one. What is it? Horse. Very nice. There are four. This is more than one. Sheep. We call it sheep too. There are 4 sheep on the farm. There are 7. What we call it? Wolf in plural. Wolves. There are 7 wolves in the forest. There is, what is this? Under the tree. A goat. Under the tree. There are some fruit. It is tomato. Change into tomatoes. So you add es in the end of the word. I think that's enough. So, do you know that one step closer to success called hard work? Yes, that's what we need to do a whole our time. Let's do our hard work and get success in the end of it. Thank you very much for joining. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.